As Canada ends its combat role in Afghanistan, we've been looking at what's next for that country, the progress that's been made, and the challenges still ahead. Tonight, we want to take you inside a place you've never seen before. It's been described as a breeding ground for insurgents. The Taliban call it a recruitment center. You might be surprised to learn it's actually a high-security prison. Susan Ormiston got the rare access inside.
Policharkie prison on the outskirts of Kabul at the foot of the Hindu Kush Mountains. 5,000 of the country's worst criminals are here in a place meant to be impenetrable. Security seems tight. Guards go through all our television gear and pat us down. But we're about to show you what does get through and how the seeds of terror can sprout inside these walls.
No.
The prison chief, General Abdul Baki Besudi, has a fondness for caged birds and a confession that jailbirds threaten him.
Many times we have received phone calls from inside the jail and have been threatened that we're going to be killed by a suicide attack.
Policharkie has seen riots and jailbreaks and political executions, fertile ground for stoking the insurgency. To counter unrest, the U.S. is pouring in millions of dollars for upgrades and programs. They may be murderers and thieves, but they'll be physically fit, computer literate, and scholars of Islamic studies. Religion only, we're told, not politics. But not long ago, the Taliban ran its own madrasa school here and completely controlled a prison wing so that guards had to leave food at the door. The Taliban say that this prison is a recruiting center. Many suspected insurgents are still able to keep up contact with their fighters outside. And it's believed that the finest market bombing in Kabul was hatched right here by a 45-year-old prisoner who was able to orchestrate the attack from inside his prison cell.
We search 1 to 2 blocks every day and find stuff. The main problem at the moment is drugs and cell phones.
And you found all these in one block yesterday?
We have thousands of these telephones, boxes full of this stuff. And specifically the women are bringing them through.
Phones get in regularly, hidden in the sole of a shoe. Or in a potato, phone batteries. Who would suspect a Quran?
That's a lot of money.
Drugs in fake bottoms of cooking pots. What's that? Or how about a heroin hairbrush?
Heroin for one shot.
These hash packets were confiscated the day before our visit.
This is fresh. You can smell it. It's very fresh.
According to the general, any prisoner found with contraband is refused visitors for weeks, and they're trying to jam the cell phones.
So they can still call out now.
It's very hard for someone to call, maybe at midnight when everyone else is asleep and they're all calling from under their blankets.
At the political wing, we're allowed only a few feet into a courtyard. Nearly 400 suspected insurgents are kept here, but it's hard to distinguish them from the others. This inmate told us the prison community is like one.
Are there lots of Taliban here?
There's no difference who's who. We have a simple life. Treat each other like brothers.
At the end of our visit, General Besudi is quite frank. He's anxious to change jobs.
You've been here, Commander, 3 years.
3 years.
But we don't expect his next revelation. His wife and 5 kids live in Canada.
Would you move to Canada?
Well, of course, not forever, but at least once or twice a year.
Only he can't get a visa, and he can't explain why. Just one of the many unexplained gaps at Policharkie prison.